Evening Prayer. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. 36:9. BSB. There are moments in our spiritual journey when human counsel, sympathy, or religious practices fail to bring comfort or relief. Why does our gracious God allow this? Perhaps it's because we've been depending too much on other things instead of Him. So He removes those supports to draw us back to Himself. It's a blessed place to be, living at the source, rather than relying on our water bottles. Like Hagar and Ishmael in the wilderness, we're content as long as our bottles are full. But when they run dry, we have no choice but to turn to God Himself. We are often like the prodigal son, content to feed on the swine's food while forgetting about our Father's house. Religious forms and practices are good, but when we place them ahead of God Himself, they become useless. Anything that takes God's place in our lives becomes an idol. Even something as once precious as the brazen serpent must be destroyed if we start to worship it instead of God. The prodigal son was never safer than when he was driven to his father's arms because there was nowhere else to turn. God sometimes sends a famine to make us seek Him more earnestly. The best place for a Christian to be is wholly dependent on God's grace, living as we did at the beginning of our faith journey, having nothing, yet possessing everything. Let us never think for a moment that our standing with God depends on our sanctification, our mortification, our graces, or our feelings. We are saved because of the full atonement Christ has made for us, not because of anything we've done. Our only source of confidence is found in the merits of Jesus, His suffering and perfect life. When we are in a state of thirst, we eagerly return to the fountain of life.